Yo, welcome to Guy Gets Rich. Let's hop right in here on the ETH price. So we do have our daily close. Let's give it a look-see. Another weak look, right? Wick pushing down, popping right out of the range that we've been keeping eyes on. Very weak candle close here for the daily. Just a lot of indecision. Looks like the decision's more on the aggressive push down with the sellers than with the buyers. So with the open here, we're starting to drop. We're already starting to show weakness. Maybe it's time. Maybe we're finding letting off the buying pressure. Maybe they're out of gas here, because you know what we've been looking for, guys, and what we keep talking about is coming down here and testing this liquidity. So we need to come down here. We need some sort of action, some sort of flush. The euphoria, the optimism is severely high. You know, if we look down here at the possibilities, we could come down here, could come down there. I'm going to guess and say that we don't have to come all the way down to test these highs. I think coming down and taking out this low, a little bit of liquidity sweep here, is how we can, you know, take off to the upside into Q4. We'll see, though. Everything's getting a little shakier with the data coming out and the economy looking a little gloom. So I want that Q4 push, but who knows what happens. So looking at this, yeah, it looks like we're starting to get that push to the downside, guys. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 days, 6 days closed under our range that we've been keeping eyes on. So, man, this might be the time. Hold on to your bras here, guys, because it might get a little dicey. Let's get to the 4-hour. So yeah, look at this. So this kind of shows that this range is real, right? How many times did we bonk our heads on the bottom of this range? Look at this. We got one over here and then closed right back down underneath. Bonk, 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 bonk. This range is significant, right? If you see here, the wicks here, so this line right here is telling the whole story. And it's an extreme battle taking place in this area. And it looks like the buyers are losing. So looks like we might be curling off tonight. Maybe a little pop, and then maybe it's time. Maybe it's time to let price breathe. Let's get to where price should be. I feel like they've been trying to hold up this dead horse, and it's really making it fucky for everybody else trying to trade. So coming down here, we saw the 4-hour. Again, it's just bonks, right? Bonk, bonk, bonk. Coming up here, back outside of the range, and we're bonking and chilling outside of it. So Ethereum is looking cliffy right now, as if we're about to fall off of said cliff, and at least come and backfill this wick, right? So we need, you know, fall in here, fill this wick. Maybe, you know, maybe that's all we need, but I think we're coming down, boys. Price is looking hot, looking heavy, looking hot. Let's go back to the daily one more time and just give it one more look so we know, get our bearings about us for tomorrow. You know, going into tomorrow, man, looks weak. Could get real bloody tomorrow, guys. Maybe we just go straight down and take care of it. But the problem is, what if we get a bounce and then we keep going? So, it's looking dire right now. I think most action's going to happen when we're all asleep. Par for the course. So, keeping eyes. Let's look at Bitcoin. Look at like the Octo and all that WorldCoin bullshit too. So looking at the daily here, again, just bonking, bonk, 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 selling down. So this is significant, right? This area, very significant. Looks like we can't get through. We have multiple confluence here on resistance, looking like we're about to roll. So let's look at where we want price to settle for Bitcoin. Kind of the same look here, coming and testing these lows would be first stop, right? But if that's not enough, we want to come down and definitely test these, maybe this wick, right? Or maybe we find that support on that moving average here. So these are kind of the looks, right? And maybe just peter out for a little bit too. It may take a little bit longer. But these are the different liquidity taps that we're looking for to get moving again. Price looking heavy. It's not looking favorable. Let's go to the 4-hour here. yeah, just a bunch of shitty price action, guys. I hate this. Look at this inverse head and shoulders we almost had, then it failed, then it's trying to grab it, and we're failing again, bonking our heads up here. It's looking very disgusting, this price action. Maybe we find some support with this confluence here, and this is where we get going again. I'll have to change bias, but it's still looking super weak. I know there's a lot of aggressive buying and people that need the price to go up, so don't leave anything out. You know, this should get a lot sillier than we think before it gets healthy. I mean, I hate this bottom. I hate all this. I hate this. I hate it. What is this? This is some crazy ass price action here, like a 5-year-old's hitting buy and sell. So yeah, I think we have to come down here. We need to get some better looks. We need to come down here at least. So we'll come down here, bonk our head here, and then roll. And then this is where we can take these back out, you know, and then sweep, and then we can get going again. Real messy drawings, but this needs a reset. This whole area just needs a reset. It's horrible. So knowing that on crypto, let's go to SPX and just level set on where we closed today, because we are looking really toppy on TradFi too, guys. Even though no one's really talking about it, everybody's so complacent. It's a good way to say everybody feels very complacent right now. And it's not the right time to be complacent. So you can kind of see here too with the RSI, just clear as day, right? Bearish divergence all the way up on the daily. We closed back down, sold off, sold, and then under the high 2 days in a row here. So we didn't close above this high 2 days in a row. I think this might be top for a bit, guys. Let's go down to the 4 hour, but I mean, this just looks so toppy right now. We just can't clear the highs. We're closing underneath it. Look at this. Oh, God. I think tomorrow we gap down. We open up on a gap down. We gap down into this trend line, showing some strength, and then we get going down. We need a reset. We need the froth to level off here. I don't like how this looks at all, so I would stay away. Qs too. I mean, even weaker right on the Qs. Just very limp looking, you know, under the high, trying to take it out here. RSI curling, another spot where I would not be getting involved in the Qs. I would be looking for a gap down tomorrow too. Maybe we sweep, or we open up lower than all of these lows here. So Qs not looking great. Yeah, ugh, God, horrible. And then let's look at BMNR. I know everybody loves that. Had a lot of good action today. I mean, I want to call that out. BMNR had some good action, had some good buy pressure, all that world coin bullshit. Everybody got excited on that. We did close underneath this bar, though, guys. So look at this. Good buy pressure, but we closed underneath the sell bar here. So something to keep in mind. I still think we come back down and you know, in this area or in such under 40 before anything constructive happens. But we might get a push tomorrow. Just a lot of buy pressure. Kathy's back in. Everybody's freaking heads over heels for T. Lee. So we'll see with this. And quick look at SBET too, so we know where we're at. You know, everybody got a little push up, but closed underneath the previous. So we'll see, guys. I still think we curl, maybe a little more pushing. It all depends on how ETH settles. But that's all I got. See you guys next time.